all different arts have been covered. So now this paper on temple sculpture, Importance of Gajalaxmi on the Gateways of Temples is the paper. All Tirumal's plan. Andavane Tayare.
Thank you. That's what I told Srinivasji to message him. So thank you for. So I am here to put the proxy actually. So I won't take much time. So first I will just read the, few important points what he has raised in his paper. So nothing actually comes on my head. So let me clear this first. And then I will run the PPT. So what all, images he has sent. So the paper actually focuses on the icon of Lakshmi, on the LaltBimb, and as well as the form of lotus, which is a sign of fertility and prosperity. The temples have been an important part of Indian society within the diversity of the cultures, and they have served the society in multiple ways. We know that we have a long tradition of temples being constructed in our country, starting from the Gupta period where we have the full-fledged temples coming into the place, and it goes all the way to Vakatakas, Pallavas, Chalukyas, Cholas, and all those. And art had an assured status in India, and it functioned against a large background which brought together cultural heritage of the whole world. And on the basis of his needs and priorities conditioned by his beliefs and his identity within the social group, the artist had the freedom to choose and to seek resources from the area of heritage he responded to. The iconography of the goddess in early period was a matter of cognition and can be analyzed by specialized means so that the different groups under its scheme can be elaborated and organized into a new visual order. Linking up with the tradition of its choice, it has universal significance in the way it broke through barriers of time and tradition of chronology in the evolution of new form, style in art history. The Torana goddess as gateway to heaven paved the way for Shri or Lakshmi or Shri Lakshmi, listed by two elephants often called by Abhishek Lakshmi form in India. And the impact of Vaishnavism on various art expressions of India is well known to everyone, and its extension over the pan-Indian in this range, may it be any field of art, music, classical, dances or theatre, or in the regional literature, the non-plastic art in painting, sculpture, it is found everywhere, basically in all sculptures of India. So the visual imagery, sculptural icons, pictorial delineations and Vaishnavite temple architecture has spread all over the country and a mutual influence in the art world as well. The goddess Shri, which is mentioned in Rig Veda, in Shri Sukta, later became linked with Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and good fortune. And nearly 2000 years there is not much evidence for the worship of the goddess. And then the evidence resumes so that the 5th and 6th century, the cult of goddess becomes as much as a part of the written record as that of the male deities in synchronization with the Vishnu in the Puranic times. We know about the Kurma Avatar story where the churning of ocean happened and how Vishnu accepts the Lakshmi to be her consort, and there we have the episode where she becomes Vishnu Bharya. So, and through played as an independent deity in the Vedic times, the Lakshmi was blended into Vaishnavism and became a part of temple architecture and the motifs. And that's how we see how Lakshmi comes into the form of is being used in the LaltBimb. So if we look holistic way, a temple itself is a cosmic world where every corner, every angle, every part and every component generates a cosmic energy at macro and micro level, right from Shikhara all the way to Jagati and Adhisthana. From main door to deep inside the Garbhagriha, each and every component is assigned to special treatment. As devotee enters in the temple, he passes through all the components and connects himself to the cosmic world, establishing a unique dialogue between him and the God. So passing through various sections like Mandapa, when devotees come into the front of Garbhagriha, he establishes a connectivity with the inner world. The door of the Garbhagriha has Dwarapal, mostly which has the goddesses. It has, And we look up, so there is horizontal structure which is known as LaltBimb, and we have various elements like Navagraha, Saptamatrika, and sometimes Ananta Shayana. And LaltBimb is the key component which remains always in the focus of eyes where Lakshmi is mostly placed in the temples. And as the Garbhagriha is abode of the god, like a heaven, and the LaltBimb connects the earth and heaven, the goddess on the LaltBimb is Gajalaxmi, who is the presiding deity of immense opulence, good fortune, prosperity and splendor. The Gajalaxmi depicted on the Torana is conceived as the gateway of heavenly bliss, where the goddess receives the soul and connects into Vishnu, grants immortality. The sculptural evidence of hegemony rests on the fact that with the present knowledge of this aspect, it is possible only to give a description of the goddess that the governs significant component, the Torana being the gateway through which the immortal enters to consummate his union with the goddess, Shri Lakshmi, which protects not only the doors and gateways, but also offers passage to the laying of the immortals, implicit in the lotus blossom connected to the eternal sun. The conclusion of the paper is that lotus is a symbol of rebirth, and lotus goddess linked to water and solar energy is an attribute of Lakshmi. So there was an obvious attempt to integrate a powerful goddess who protected the people through prescribed types of Torana. Torana, as a symbol of the vault of heaven, signified the time-space continuum of the zodiac ring that the goddess wore as a girdle. And a number of ancient divinities which have been either lost or assimilated into the other forms, but Gajalakshmi has endured. The ritual practice that centers on the cult image of the goddess Lakshmi can reveal the culture of a distant past. The significance of the goddess may be fully comprehended only if the various contemporary forms of all the religious sites across the countries are observed together in order to understand the history of Lakshmi through both religious as well as the historical lenses. So this was the complete paper. So I will just run the slide just to show the what all images he has compiled. So this is the most ancient depiction of Lakshmi on the one of the Toranas at Sanchi Stupa. Though again there is a debate whether it is Lakshmi or not, but the symbolism, some historians believe that it could be Lakshmi also. The famous one from the Shri Mandir, the Simhadwar. So these are this is the Toran where she is placed. So basically, person actually is an enthusiast who mostly actually collect all the images depicting the Gajalakshmi part. So he has just put all his collection into the slide, and as he didn't had much training in the historical narrative writing, so it was a tough thing for him to put the inferences out. But still, because it was his for the first time, so I also helped him out in whatever manner I could. So also in the Jain temples, he has he is able to trace that particular thing. We know the relation between the Hindu pantheon and the Jain Tirthankaras. These are various other. Here is a whole culmination. Mostly the example comes from the Odisha, the Kalinga temple architecture. We know why it is, so that we have so many examples from that particular part of the country, and also from Maharashtra. And also the contemporary example. This is I think from one of the Haveli, if I am not wrong, and how the Lakshmi motif is also used in the Aipan or Rangoli across the country. This is it.
Thank you, Sushant ji, for taking that responsibility. It was a burden, extra burden for him, but he was so kind to accept this. This morning, all of you have seen that the beginning of the conference was delayed because of some technical difficulties, cleaning up and all that. That actually led to this delay in the evening also. So lesson of the day is that tomorrow let us start dot on time. Then we'll be dot on time for the valedictory tomorrow evening. So let us be all papers also. Each paper, if they are exactly on time, and we start exactly on time in the morning tomorrow, then we'll be your evening program tomorrow or anything will be perfectly all right. Thank you. Thank you. Let us discuss.